Man, what is up with my hair? It is so long and it's what is going on with my hair? I don't know what's going on with my hair. It is so So you might be wondering, where is my videos on Back to the Future 2 and Back to the Future 3? Well, I wrote those two, I wrote down all the notes for those two movies, and I haven't yet decided on when I'm going to be shooting them. Mostly it's because I've been procrastinating. I'm going to be fairly honest with you. Being in quarantine has kind of changed me a little bit. It's made me a little bit bigger, belly-wise, because I've been eating junk food and not really doing any exercises, which is probably not good for me. But I've also been playing a lot of video games lately. I've been playing... I've actually gotten back into playing Destiny 2 because my Wi-Fi has gotten a little better and I've been able to play it a lot. And I've been actually having a lot of fun with that game. And I've also been playing Star Wars Battlefront 2, which as soon as I downloaded the game, they're like, oh yeah, we got one last update. And it totally made me really regret buying a $50 game with all the bells and whistles just to find out there's only one update and everyone's probably going to go away from it as soon as Battlefront 3 gets put in place. But I digress. At some point this month, you will see part 2 of the Back to the Future retrospective, and part 3 of the retrospective will also be towards the end of the month and towards June. That'll be the latest that will be. Mostly it's because I gotta find all the archival footage, I gotta find all this other stuff, but right here, if I can grab it, right here is my folder on all my notes of Back to the Future 1, 2, and 3, and I've already made a little bit of a note for the episode on the Telltale Back to the Future game, which I've actually played all the way through, and I wrote my notes on that. So that'll be an episode. So there's a lot to go through. Like this alone, right here, this alone, these few pages, is just a lot of notes. It's like 3 pages for Back to the Future 2, a couple pages for Back to the Future 3, and then I got some pages typed, or written up for the Telltale game, and some other things as well. It's a lot of notes, and you might also be wondering, where's all my regular reviews? Because I've mentioned that there are tons of other different shows and things I've watched, such as some documentaries on Disney Plus and Trolls World Tour and all this other stuff. And to be honest, again, I gotta blame procrastination. I've just been playing way too many video games, and some days I just want to sleep in. There's a lot of things going on right now, and it's just a lot. It's a lot to go through, especially since there was a movie that I was signed on to actually work on as a grip, and I'm not going to tell you what the movie is, who's involved, whatever. We had to delay the production of the film to next year, so that's all I can say there. It's just all of that. But I did manage in the past few months to get a couple things, and most of them were gotten online. And yes, I did make sure to wear a mask and clean the products before taking them into the house. So the first thing up is some laser discs. Now, if you don't know what laser discs are, back when the VHS and Betamax were popular, they were wanting to try out disc-like, films. But unfortunately, it was like a record. So you had to put it in on one side, it would play half the movie, and then you flip it on the other side, and it would play the other half of the movie. And because I'm such a huge fan, I got Back to the Future, the original Back to the Future on Laserdisc. I think it's the widescreen edition or full screen edition. I'm not entirely sure, because there is 2 different editions of the film. And then this is a sealed copy of the Back to the Future 2, which is pretty cool. And then Back to the Future 3, which is also sealed. This is the letterboxed version. I should probably say not widescreen, but letterboxed. It's the only letterbox thing I have in there. The person who sold me this had a pretty reasonable price at like $30, but it's nice to have as part of my Back to the Future collection because I got tons of things, and you could see it in the Back to the Future video that I did a couple months ago, where I had like books and movies and collectibles. I don't have a lot, but like this is something that's part of me because I like collecting different editions of movie trilogies that I like. And then similarly to the Back to the Future laser discs, I decided to try to find this on eBay, and I got it for a relatively similar price to what you would get at Best Buy, by about $10 of this. And it is Skywalker Saga. Now, I know a lot of people don't like the new trilogy. I have my issues with it, but I like this design. And I wanted to upgrade all the Star Wars films. And because I'm a completionist, I wanted to have all of them. Now, I could have gone to have individual releases, like I did with the Marvel Cinematic Universe collection, or I could have had the 9 films in the Skywalker Saga in a box set. Now, unfortunately, this did not come with digital codes, and that's because the person already redeemed them. And to be honest, you could already use Disney Plus to watch all 9 films anyway if you wanted to do it digitally. So it didn't make sense for me to pay the extra $10 for the digital versions when Disney Plus will be the place where it will always be. But I really like this edition. You can find unboxing videos of it online. Comes with a nice little note from Mark Hamill, and it has a really cool digibook with nice art. A couple of them done by Ralph McQuarrie and some other concept artists from the different eras of Star Wars, and I really like that. I also really enjoy the box and how it like slides, kind of. This side's a little bit wonky, but... And then to cap off the update, I have a couple 4Ks and a couple Blu-rays. So some of these I got months ago after I did my last Blu-ray haul update. So first one I got updated is E.T. And I couldn't believe for the life of me that I never got the upgrade. Maybe it's because I didn't like the lenticular cover of the collector's edition that also came with the John Williams score on a CD. But now I have E.T. Unfortunately, it didn't come with a slipcover, so that makes my OCD go through the roof. Then we have Knives Out, which I got a couple months back. I really enjoy this movie for a lot of reasons. It's on my best list of 2019. Almost said 2016. That would not be correct. And then the last 4K is Rogue One: A Star Wars Story, which, again, much like the Skywalker Saga, did not come with a code because I figured I don't need it. The packaging's a little damaged, but I got it anyway. The only one I don't have is Solo, and I want it to be in this style of cover art, which is out, I think. I found one on eBay, but it's like a little too expensive, so I'm just going to hold off until it's like, until it's there, right? And then the other Blu-rays I have here, one I got on my birthday, which is just hilarious because, well, it's The Room. I got some money on my birthday, and I wanted to get something just hilarious, okay? Because I couldn't celebrate my birthday, everyone was in quarantine. And I figure, why not, Why not get The Room, but have it signed by Tommy Wiseau, and it's written on my birthday, March 23rd, 2020. And it's just the most hilarious thing. It also came with like a mugshot, like, thing. I have it in a binder somewhere for my memories. It's pretty cool. But the fact that I have a copy of The Room on Blu-ray is testament to how I am not the best critic. But it's a movie that's so bad it's good. I could not help myself when I just had the opportunity to get it for like $15 and you could get it signed. And it was pretty fun. It was pretty cool. if Tommy Wiseau decides to put it on 4K, sign me up, man. 4K, let's get a 4K edition of The Room, a collector's edition for The Room. I just, it's just one of those things I have in my collection that's just like, oh yeah, I have this. That doesn't make me a good critic at all, but it's still funny nonetheless to watch it and just laugh. It's a fun, so bad it's good. So there's that. I was in Walmart recently, and I did wipe this down after getting it, and it's The Secret of Nimh. I love this movie to death. I found it in a $5 bin. No, not a $5 bin. It was actually on the rack for $5. And The Secret of Nimh is one of my favorite animated films of all time. I might review it eventually. There's just so many movies. Like, if you look at my movie collection, I have 625 movies. And that's a lot of reviews. And if I was to do it one by one, it's just going to take a while. And then the last thing I got is the Holy Bible that is Shrek, the complete ultimate collection. 6 movies. Now, when I first got this, I was like, 6 movies? Did Shrek have some direct-to-DVD movies? But no, actually. In this collection, they added Puss in Boots and Shrek the Musical, a filmed version of the Broadway musical. And you can see it right there. Shrek the Musical, Puss in Boots, and it's just like, why do you add those two? I guess since it's kind of part of the same universe, whatever. But it also comes with like 10 shorts and 5 TV episodes. And I guess the TV episodes are from the Puss in Boots TV show that I keep hearing about, and I don't think is as good. But I've been... the reason why I got it is because I was so tempted to try to find a copy of Shrek 2 because I wanted to watch it again, but I didn't have a copy of Shrek 2. So I just decided, since I don't have any of them on Blu-ray, might as well get the collection. And, so now I have the Holy Bible. And that's all the updates I have for everyone. Sometime, I'll say next Friday. Yeah, next Friday, we'll probably have the Back to the Future 2 review up. And then Back to the Future 3 review will probably be around the last week of May to the first week of June. That'll be that. And then we'll focus on the Telltale game and all that stuff. There's a lot of stuff that goes into the research of the making of this stuff. So that's all I have for you guys today, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.